But then as we learn more and more about you, and I think the Masters does a great job of telling stories, and that's why it is so big internationally, I learned about why your swing. So I'm a small swinger, half swinger as well. The reason why I do it is because I'm not athletic enough to make solid ball contact, so I have to shorten that thing down, and I'm nowhere near as flexible. I learned about you that your swing is like that potentially because you're born with club foot, and I don't think I knew that until the Masters weekend. Is that the true beginnings of why your swing is the way it is? And does that still affect you now? I don't think I know enough about what club foot is. I want to let you know, incredibly inspirational, and I think a lot of people hearing your story thought it was awesome. Honestly, Jon, seriously, you're a good dude, bro.
Thank you. It's not something I talk about a lot, but and I've learned recently that when it comes to club foot, I'm in a less severe end of the spectrum based on the people I've met. But if I have to give you an image, and I don't want to give you one, if you're sensitive to these things, don't watch. But my right leg, picture this. I don't know if you can see it right there. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, if this is my leg and my foot, right? Looking from the side, my leg up until the ankle's fine, and then my foot was turned 90 degrees and then another 90 degrees this way. So the whole outside of my foot and the top of my toes were on the ground.
When was this? When you were a child?
I was born like that. I was born.
What do you do?
Hey, buddy.
Look, what's up, buddy?
There you go. So,
how are you? Good to see you.
No, he wanted to bring me a chip. Look at that. You know that they were hungry?
Hell yeah, that's the most relatable thing. I'm keto. I can't eat that. I like just housing chips over there.
So the funny thing is, I was born with that, and then at the time, the process is, at least what they did to me is they took my foot and broke it into place. So an specialist broke my ankle in place, cast it right away. So my parents saw me with the cast on within 20 minutes of being born. And what that did is, when you're growing so much, how you doing? Look at that. Don't cancel the show.
You do whatever you want. You do whatever the hell you want.
When you're developing as a child so quickly, that leg didn't develop the same way. So from knee down, it's smaller. See you later, buddy. Go with him.
Hey, see you, dude.
Can we have it?
Yeah, he likes being on TV.
Hell yeah, you look very natural. Andy's incredibly cute.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name?
His name is Kepa.
Kepa? That's a cool
Okay,
name.
Kepa. Bye-bye.
Okay, Kepa. Okay, Kepa.
Yes. I'll be out there in a second.
Hey, see you, Kepa. Hey, good luck out there, Kepa.
He wants to be on the show.
Hey, Kepa's better on the show than all of us. We would love to have Kepa on the show. So as soon as from the knee down, just developed differently, just did not fully
yeah,
because
so
of what happened?
From knee down, my leg is a little shorter. If you do the metric system, it's 1.5 centimeters. For most Americans, about 1/2 inch. And then my right foot is smaller as well, with very limited mobility. I mean, the way my ankle developed, is barely anything. So for that reason, I had to get 2 surgeries to stretch my Achilles tendon to get a little bit more mobility. But even then, it's very, very, very limited. So when you're talking about loading your right hip in golf, right, my ankle can't support a full turn. Therefore, 3/4 swing. I mean, that's basically what it is in a nutshell. Now it helps to be 6'3", 250 to still be able to carry it far enough distance. Right? It helps to be a big enough athlete in golf that still get the leverage to hit it long enough. But yeah, that's the way I have the swing I have.
Okay.
Is that right?
Walking, no problem. Does it pain? Is there still pain because of everything, or is it just this is just how the leg is?
No, that's just how it is. I mean, I do need obviously I need special insoles that would allow the difference to be minimal. I do spend a lot of time taking care of my feet. At the end of the day, in golf is the only point of contact with the ground. Most sports, actually, right? So I make sure my right foot is healthy, because if my right ankle or my right leg starts getting tired, that bleeds into all this hip and different issues. So I do spend a lot of time making sure my feet, activating my feet in the mornings, making sure they're healthy. It's something I'm very, very aware of, because otherwise, come day 4 on a place like Augusta, going up and down those hills, your feet get tired. It's this very simple thing that can affect your swing you don't realize, right? So especially in my case, if my foot gets tired, it's going to affect me a lot.
Jon, the first time I ever walked a course was out at Lake Tahoe, and before the thing even started, we were doing the Pro-Am. I'd 14 blisters on my feet. My legs were so sore.
It was tough.
And I immediately was like, I have not given enough credit to the golfers for walking 7,000 rounds a year, because you guys are on Wednesday through Sunday, hopefully, every single week on repeat. The physical toll is a big one, which is why your story is so good to hear for a lot of people. You know, that's massive inspiration for folks, especially because you're world #1 right now. So guy whose foot, whenever he was born, upside fucking down, have to break his ankle. Bang!
The treatment's different now. The treatment's very different now. I've met a lot of people that had a much worse case than me. Like, people have both feet like that. And it's a little different to where I'm not exactly familiar with it, but I've met a few kids with club feet, and now they have full range of motion. Would have never known.
Well, science is awesome. I mean, but you got your Achilles stretched
incredible.
twice, ankle broken. It's not the same size, doesn't have the same amount of mobility. You said your ankle is pretty much shit. Like, ankle is nothing. And you're the world.
I mean, it's very limited, very, very limited. Like, you can, if you have someone, you guys probably know, but like, if somebody's broken their ankle and they've had to screw it together, could be close to the mobility I may have. But I was born with it, so I don't know any different.
Yeah, but you're the world. You know how many people play golf? I play golf.
Yep,
Ty
I
plays
play
golf.
golf.
Connor plays
Yep.
golf. Tone plays golf. Pac plays golf. Just played yesterday. New pair of PXGs.
Yep.
AJ plays hockey. He's a sandbagger. So don't, you know, how many strokes you give him is probably going to be. Everybody plays golf. You're the #1 golfer in the entire world. Born with that. That story is a great one, Jon. You should be incredibly proud, bud.
Yeah.
Honestly. No problem. Hardships are not something that everybody is built for. You clearly are. And to rise to the top of your field, in which there is a lot of people trying to do the same thing, in a sport that the sweet spot is that big and how repetitive you have to do it, is an incredible tale. They're going to draw cartoons about that in the future. You're going to inspire people forever. That's amazing. Connor
I
has...
wouldn't go that far.
No, yeah. Kepa's going to be reading... Keppa's going to be watching a cartoon about you with his kid, I think.